The Immortal festivals, when the ancient past still flows in the veins of Southeast Asia. Introduction, a gateway in time amidst the modern world. Look at Southeast Asia today. Glass and steel skyscrapers rise in Bangkok, streams of traffic flow hastily through Yangon, and a vibrant digital life buzzes in Ho Chi Minh City. Amidst this ever-changing modern world, there are extraordinary moments when time seems to stop and turn back. It is when millions of people pour onto the streets to perform rituals that their ancestors performed thousands of years ago. These are the ancient festivals. They are not just parties or holidays. They are gateways in time, invisible threads that connect us to the spiritual world of the Angkorian kings, the Srivijaya Maritime Empire, or the first wet rice farming communities. In this video, we will step through those gateways to explore 3 of the greatest immortal festivals, to see how the ancient past is still being lived, breathed, and celebrated so brilliantly today. Chapter 1. The New Year Water Festivals, the Great Purification of Nations. Every year in mid-April, as the hottest part of the dry season is about to end, a strange sense of joy envelops much of mainland Southeast Asia. Everyone, from the old to the young, from the city to the countryside, prepares for a great water war. This is the traditional New Year festival, known by different names: Songkran in Thailand, Thingyan in Myanmar, Bon Pi Mai in Laos, and Chal Chnam Thmay in Cambodia. Though the names are different, they all share a deep common root. The festival originates from a blend of 2 ancient belief streams. The first is the indigenous animist faith of agricultural communities, with rituals to pray for rain for the coming harvest. The second is the influence of Hindu cosmology, marking the moment the sun moves into the constellation of Aries, beginning a new cosmic cycle. But the meaning of water in this festival is much deeper than just fun water fights. Water is purification. People believe that water will wash away all the bad luck and sins of the old year, allowing one to enter the new year with a pure and clean soul. Water is respect. The most important ritual is not throwing water on the street. It is when young people gently sprinkle fragrant water onto the hands of their elders like grandparents and parents to show respect and ask for blessings. Water is life. The festival takes place at the transition from the dry season to the rainy season. The cool drops of water are a prayer for the rains to come on time, bringing life to the rice fields and ensuring a year of plenty. When you participate in a water fight in Chiang Mai or Luang Prabang, you are not just having fun. You are taking part in an agricultural ritual that has existed for thousands of years, a living legacy of the wet rice civilization. Chapter 2. Nyepi, the Great Day of Silence in the heart of Bali. In complete contrast to the boisterous atmosphere of the water festival, the island of Bali in Indonesia is home to one of the most unique and profound festivals on the planet, Nyepi, the Balinese Hindu New Year, also known as the Day of Silence. Nyepi is a living heritage of the glorious Hindu-Buddhist period that once dominated the Indonesian archipelago. While much of the region converted to Islam, Bali retained and developed a unique form of Hinduism, and Nyepi is the highest expression of that faith. The festival is not just a single day, it is a series of rituals. Malasti. A few days before Nyepi, the Balinese people, dressed in pure white, conduct great processions, carrying sacred objects from the temples to the sea or to lakes. This is a ritual to purify the universe, to cleanse the natural world of impurities. The Eve of Nyepi. This is a night of sound and chaos. Giant demonic statues made of papier-mâché called Ogoh-ogoh are paraded through the streets by hundreds of young men amidst deafening music. The Ogoh-ogoh symbolize negative energies and evil spirits. At the end of the night, they are burned in a great fire, symbolizing the complete banishment of evil. After a night of commotion, Bali sinks into absolute silence. For the 24 hours of Nyepi Day, the entire island observes the 4 rules of Catur Brata Penyepian: no fire or light, no work, no travel outside the home, and no entertainment. The international airport closes, the streets are empty, and at night, the island is plunged into total darkness, revealing a magnificent, star-filled sky. This silence has two great meanings. Spiritually, it is believed that making the island appear deserted will trick any remaining evil spirits into flying elsewhere. Personally, it is a time for each individual to self-reflect, meditate, look back on the year that has passed, and set intentions for the new year. Nyepi is an ancient festival with a very modern message. Sometimes, silence is the most powerful way to purify and regenerate our energy. Chapter 3. Tet Nguyen Dan, the soul of the wet rice agriculture. In Vietnam, the most important and ancient festival is Tet Nguyen Dan. Although it shares the lunisolar calendar with many other East Asian countries, the Vietnamese Tet has its own unique values and rituals that deeply reflect its indigenous cultural roots. The roots of Tet lie not in royal dynasties, but deep within the rice fields. It is a direct continuation of ancient agricultural festivals, marking the end of a cultivation cycle, a time of rest after the harvest, and preparation for a new planting season when spring arrives. It is the very heartbeat of the wet rice civilization. Ancient rituals are still preserved today. The kitchen god's farewell, a unique indigenous belief showing faith in the deity who governs the family's hearth and home. Erecting the Khe Neu. A tall bamboo pole raised in front of the house during Tet is a prehistoric image, a cosmic symbol used to ward off evil spirits, a legacy of animist beliefs. Ban Chung and Ban Day. The most sacred foods of Tet are linked to the legend of Long Liu, carrying within them an entire ancient cosmology with the square Ban Chung symbolizing the earth and the round Ban Day symbolizing the heavens. Ancestor worship. This is the most central and sacred activity of Tet, expressing the tradition of, when drinking water, remember the source. The family altar becomes a place where descendants gather, connect with their roots, and pray for blessings for a peaceful new year. Tet is not just a festival, it is a time when the past and present converge, a thread that connects each family to the long history of the entire nation. Conclusion: the invisible thread connecting past and present. From the boisterous water fights of Songkran, the profound silence of Nyepi, to the warm family reunions of Tet, each festival tells a unique story. But they all have one thing in common. They are living legacies. They are reminders that no matter how modern the world becomes, humans always have a deep connection to nature, to the cycle of the seasons, to the spiritual world, and to their ancestral roots. These festivals are not reenactments of the past. They are the very way the past continues to live, to breathe, and to be celebrated vibrantly in contemporary Southeast Asia, bringing identity, cohesion, and strength to its peoples in a constantly changing world.